The United Kingdom, with a population of around 67 million, has a military that significantly exceeds expectations in terms of capability. The UK boasts a sizable army, a powerful air force, and a global-reaching navy. However, to maintain its military prowess, the UK needs to increase defence spending, which is currently constrained. Ideally, spending should be more like Poland's 4.12% of GDP, rather than the UK's current just over 2%. The new Defence Secretary faces the challenging task of balancing these demands. John Healey, the newly appointed Defence Secretary, brings decades of legislative and government experience and has spent his tenure as Shadow Defence Secretary deeply analysing the UK military. In parliamentary democracies, cabinet ministers often start their roles without specific expertise, which can be quickly acquired on the job. Recent UK Defence Secretaries have had varied backgrounds, with some, like Gavin Williamson and Grant Shapps, lacking a national security background, while others, like Ben Wallace, had military experience. Wallace, in particular, was notable for his genuine interest in the role and long tenure. The current global security situation necessitates a Defence Secretary who can immediately address the significant challenges facing the UK's armed forces. John Healey is well suited for this role, having served his constituency since 1997 and holding various ministerial positions. As Shadow Defence Secretary, he demonstrated a thorough understanding of the portfolio, anticipating the demands he would face in government. Following Labour's victory, significant changes are not expected immediately. Under Jeremy Corbyn, a Labour win might have led to major shifts in defence policy, including re-evaluations of the nuclear deterrent. However, under Keir Starmer and Healey, Britain's allies can expect continuity. The Labour manifesto emphasises the party's commitment to NATO and the nuclear deterrent, with a focus on keeping the country safe. Healey and new Foreign Secretary David Lammy have been proactive in strengthening ties with international partners, especially the US and Ukraine. Domestically, Labour aims to create a robust military strategic headquarters and a national armaments director to address increasing threats. The party also plans to bridge the gap between the military and defence industry, which faces challenges in scaling up production due to workforce shortages and supply chain issues. The lack of a comprehensive defence industrial strategy has led to delays in weapons deliveries. Labour's manifesto addresses this by proposing a defence industrial strategy that aligns security and economic priorities, fostering long-term partnerships between business and government to promote innovation and resilience. However, Labour will still need to address the fiscal realities of Britain's military ambitions. Despite the public's general lack of detailed knowledge about the armed forces, there is an expectation that the military will always be prepared to respond in crises, as seen during the COVID-19 pandemic and international conflicts. Social Democrats have historically struggled with prioritising military defence, often seeing it as incompatible with their principles. The Russia-Ukraine war has shifted some perspectives, as seen with Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz and his effective appointment of Boris Pistorius as Defence Minister. In the UK, under Corbyn's leadership, Labour had a more critical stance on defence, but the current leadership under Starmer and Healey has moved away from such ideological constraints. Labour's current approach to defence policy is pragmatic and free from past ideological issues, which bodes well for the security of the UK and its allies.